the true story about fly. There are, in this chapter, we have to study two story which is about fly. You know fly. Let me write the topic here. It is class 10. English first fly. First fly. Okay. This is the story of class 10 English first fly. Chapter 3. The name of the chapter is story about fly. Two stories about fire. Okay, we started. Number 3. Let me explain. Here you see. Before we start the chapter, let's see. What we are going to be studying in this chapter. Let's see this little bit summary. Since the earliest time, it's about before we see the flight like aeroplane, jet plane, etc. It's the past years, and it's talking about the past years. Human have dreamed of conquering the sky. The being human being, they dream. They dream what to conquer. Okay, to win the flies. Here are two stories about fly. We are going to study in this chapter about fly. Number 1. A young seagull afraid to fly. Who wrote this poem? A young. Okay. And a young seagull is afraid to fly. How does he conquer this fear? There was a name seagull. Okay, the author. Seagull. Okay. Seagull was alone on his range. His two. Okay. And he wants to be a fly, but how does he conquer? How does he fly? Because he is afraid. He is not able to fly because of his fear. A pilot is lost in storm clouds, thus he arrives safe. Who helps does the parrot will be safe or anyone will help him or not? Now see the chapter. The young seagull was alone on his lake. His two brother and his sister had already flown away the day before. Here you get a new word, a narrow horizontal sea. New word means a narrow horizontal self-projecting from a one. Okay, a narrow horizontal self-projecting from a wall. Here what the author saying, there was a young man named, his name was Seagull, who was the author of this chapter, was alone on his narrow horizontal self-projecting, and his two brothers and sister who was already flown away the day before, just day before. He had been afraid to fly with him. The author, he had afraid to fly with them. Somehow, when he had taken a little run forward to the brink of the lake and attempted to flap his wing, he became afraid. And the next day, he tried the young seagull. Okay, seagull tried to fly, but what he had taken a little run forward to brink of that narrow horizontal line, and he tried to flap his wing, but he was feeling afraid. That is the reason he is not able to fly that day again. The great expanses of the sea stretched down beneath, and it was such a long way down. What he's saying that there was a great stretch down beneath. When we looked down, he saw a what? Great beneath down sea, and it was a long way down, miles down. It was when he found it was very long miles down. He felt certain that his wing would never support him, so he bent his head and ran away back to the little hole under the lake where he slept at night. What he found here, he felt sometime that the wings never support him, and he bent his head like this and bent to so little hole under this narrow horizontal self-projection from a wall. And even when each of his brother and his little sister, whose wings were far shorter than his own, ran to the brink, flapped their wings and flew away, he failed to muster up courage to take then plunge, which appeared to him so dispirited. What he's saying that what the author was, even though his brother and little sister, whose wing was shorter than that, but but they are not afraid, and because of their courageousness, they all were flying. And in this, because of his fear, he was not able to fly with compared to his brother and sister. Now, see, his father and mother had come around, calling to him steadily, upbraiding him, threatening to let him start on his land unless he flew away. Scolding here again you found a new word, scolding, upbraiding. Upbraiding here means scolding. Okay. Scolding. Upbraiding here means scolding. Even his mother and father calling him to strictly and scold him to threaten, let him to serve on his narrow horizontal line unless he flew. Now next, but for the life of him he couldn't move. But for the little Cbse, he was not moved, could not move. That was 24 hours ago. Since then nobody had come near him. The day before, all day long he had watched his parent flying about with his brother and sister, perfecting them in the art of flight, teaching them how to skim the waves and how to dig for a feast. It's already 24 hours ago, but the little Cbse not able to fly, since nobody had come near him also. The day before, just day before what they found, all the day long he had watched his parents flying about his brother and sister, perfecting them in the art of flight, teaching them how to skim the wave and how to dig a fish. Even his parent, mother and father, who was flying with whom? With brother and sister of Cbse, but even they are taught all the art of what? Flying, and teach them to skim. Okay, here you got new word, skim. Just about surface. Okay. To move lightly just above surface. Okay. Skim means, okay, even though they teaching them how to move lightly just above the surface, but little Cbse not able to fly. Now see, he had in fact seen his older brother get his first hearing were it standing on rocks while his parents circled around, raising a proud cackle. And all the morning, the whole family had walked about on a big plateau midway down the opposite cliff, turning him with his cowardice. Okay, here you see again a new word, okay, a soft painted sea fish. A soft fine sea fish. Very nice. Here even the brother, the otter standing at the same place, but his parents circled around and rising proud cracker. And all the morning, the whole family had walked about to big plateau midway down opposite cliff of him with his cowardice. But the otter, who was the only person who was only watching over what his family was doing or trying. The sun was now ascending to the sky, blazing on his leg that faced the south. He felt the heat because he had not eaten since the previous nightfall. He stepped slowly out to the break of the ledge, and standing on one leg with another leg hiding under his wing, he closed one eye, then the other. What he said that? He said that the sun was what? Ascending the sky. Here, ascending the sky means close to the sky. Okay. Blazing on his ledge, even ledging on his narrow horizontal face. Which side? The face. The sun was face south. He felt a heat because he had not eaten since what? Previous nightfall. That's why he felt what? Weak. He stepped slowly out to the break of the ledge and standing on one leg with other leg hiding under his feet. Why he said because of sunlight he was kept his leg hiding in one side because and standing with hidden legs with his under his wing. He closed one eye, then the other. He closed the other hand, then the other pretended to be as alert as slept. And he closed his eyes and pretended to be a what? Falling asleep. Still they took no notice of him. Even he didn't get any notice from him. He saw his two brothers and his sister lying on the plateau dozen here had sunk into their neck. His father was training here means making an effort to maintain feathers. His father was what? Training the feathers on his white back. He was so what? He saw the two brothers and sister who was lying on plateau dozen with their heads and sunk into their neck. And then his father was making an effort to maintain the feeders on his white back. Okay, only his mother was looking at him. Who was looking at him? Only his mother. His father was busy to maintain or repairing the feeder of two brothers and sister. Now you see here, she was standing on a little high hump on the plateau, her white dress thrust forward. Now and again, she tore at a piece of fish that lay at her feet and then scraped each side of her beak on the rock. The sight of the food maddened him. How he loved to tear food that way, scraping his beak now and again to read it. Now you see here, you found here again in your words, print. Making an effort to maintain. Making an effort to maintain feeders. Here what he said, there is the only mother who looked at him, and his mother was standing at the plateau with a white breast and thrust forward, and again she tore what piece of dead lay at her feet and scraped each side of her what beak or on the rock. Side of the food maddened him. In the side of mother, the food was what? Maddened. He loved to tear food that way, scraping his beak now again and again to eat it. Who? The little seagull. He was very loved to what? That way, the scraping his beak and now again to read it. Now see next paragraph. Read here means serpent king. Again his beak. Now again to read. With the new one, the serpent. To serpent. Ga, 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 he cried, began hard to bring him some food. Who? Go, call, she screamed back derisively, but he kept calling plaintively, and after a minute or so he uttered a joyful scream. His mother had picked up a piece of fish and was flying across to him with it. He leaned out eagerly, tapping the rock with his feet. Here is what they found. The little seagull. What he doing? He was crying. Okay, ga ga ga. Like this, he cried, and after cried, her mother was bring him for some food and go call up. She screamed back derisively. Here you get derisively. aggressively means in a manner showing someone that he is rude. Here, aggressively means in a manner showing someone that he or she is stupid. Okay. Now you see the mother of who is the mother of little Sigur. Okay. He showing that the little Sigur was stupid. Okay. But he kept calling plaintively, and after a minute or so he uttered a joyful scream. But he is calling his mother continuously, but after a minute he was very joyful scream. Why? Let's see. His mother had picked up a piece of fish and was flying across to him with it. After he cried, he called continuously, called his mother continuously. What his mother did, mother picked up a piece of fish and was flying across to him with it, and he leaned out eagerly, tapping the rock with his feet, tried to get near to her as she flew across, but when she was just opposite to him, she halted her being motionless, the piece of fish in her beak almost within reach of his beak. He waited a moment in surprise, wondering why she did not come nearer. And then, blinded by hunger, he then ate the fish. With a loud scream, he fell outwards and downwards into space. Then a monstrous terror seized him, and his heart stood still. He could hear nothing, but it only lasted a minute. The next moment he felt his wing spread outward. The wing rushed against his breast, then under his stomach, and again his wing. And again his wing. He could feel the tips of his wing cutting through the air. He was not falling headlong now. He was soaring gradually down towards and outwards. He was no longer afraid. He just felt a bit dizzy. Bit dizzy means an uncomfortable feeling of spinning around and losing one's balance. Okay. Then the flip his wing once. He soared upwards. Ga 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 ga. Go go ah. His mother went past him, her wing making a loud noise. He answered her with another scream. Then his father flew over him and screaming. He saw curveting. Curveting means a newborn leaping like a horse. Okay. Curveting and banking. Banking means flying with someone with forgot that he had not always been able to fly and commanded himself to dive and soar and curve Stucky Street. He was near the sea now, lying straight over it, facing straight over it, the ocean. He saw a vast great sea beneath him with little rings moving over it, and he turned his beak sideways and cawed ominously. This is the story which was a fear table, but after he felt hungry, he called his mother, ga, 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 he cried. After that, his mother trying to be, after taking a piece of fish, took a piece of fish and she wanted to pass to that little seagull, and at that time what he felt, his mother was not able to reach very near to him, and at that time because of his hungerness, he tried to catch that fish. He tried to go near and get near to his mother. In this trial, he moved near to his mom, and then he wondering, without conscience, he kept trying to catch the fish. At this moment, what he had done, he flies even within no time, and then he was just opposite to his mother, and being motionless, the piece of fish in her beak almost with the reach to his beak. It's already choked, beak means choked, almost it's already reached near to him. At the moment, he awaited a moment in surprise. What he wondering? She did not come nearer. Who? She represents little squirrel mother. Little seagull's mother is present here. She did not come nearer, and then mended by hunger, he died at the feast. At that time, who died? The little seagull. He died near to his mother for the feast. With a loud scream, he fell outwards and downwards into space. With a loud scream, he was ups and down, into the space. Then a monastery terror seized him, and his heart stood still. He heard nothing. At that time, he heard nothing. Who? The little seagull. He could hear nothing, but it only lasted a minute. The next moment, he felt his wings spread outwards. After flying, after that, what he felt nothing, and he couldn't hear even. After a minute, few minutes left, after a minute, moment, he felt his wing was spread outwards, means cover, turn his spread wings. He could not feel the tips of his wing cutting through the air. He was not falling headlong now. He was soaring gradually downwards and towards. At that time, what he had, he could not feel the tips of wing cutting, and through the air. At that time, he was not falling headlong, and he was soaring gradually downwards, upwards, and then he was no longer afraid. At that time, he doesn't feel any afraid. He just felt a bit dizzy. But at that is the reason he was what? Forgot to balance himself. Then he flapped his wings once and he soared upwards. Ga, 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 go, called up. His mother swept past him, her wing making a loud noise. At that time, because of uncomfortable, what he did ga, 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 go up. At that time, he made a sound like this, and his mother swept past him and her wing making a loud noise. He answered her with another scream. Then his father flew over him screaming. He saw curving means leaping like a horse, curving and backing, soaring and diving by flying with one wing, higher than the other. He was soaring and diving. Then he completely forgot that he had not always been able to fly and commanded him to dive and soar and curve, striking and steering. Curve means like that, like that, like that. Okay. And he was flying straight over the ocean. He saw a vast green sea beneath him. When he go beneath the sea, what he saw here, he saw a vast green sea inside the beneath, with little reeds moving over it, and he turned his brick with little reeds and called amusedly. And at that time he was moving or turned his brick sideways and called amusedly. So today I end the chapter here, and tomorrow we will continue in this chapter. Thank you for today's